However, even if the market goes down, what's likely to go up, y'all? Interest rates and rents. We forget to tell people rents go up every year. Now I'm gonna give y'all a statistic I need y'all to memorize, because I think it's one of the most important things we can be telling the public when they get nervous about housing, and they're very nervous about housing right now. They have no reason to know anything about the fees that are being charged by Fannie and Freddie. The public has no reason to know that, but they focus on it. Well, frankly, you should know the media wants us to focus on things, so you don't look at other things that they're doing up there in that corrupt swamp of DC. But anyway, it's a different discussion altogether. But when they're doing things that are terrible, they give us something else to chew on. We're chewing on that subsidy right now, and it is a subsidy. When you lower the rates for one group while you either raise or hold steady for the other group instead of going into your cash reserves, that's the subsidy. And I'm right on that, Lloyd. I like how you're spinning it nice though, because you're a good fella. I don't have any love laws for the people in DC right now at all. None of them. It's very uniparty, the way that I look at all those people. But when that's going on, the public gets scared, and when they get scared, what do they stop doing? They stop buying. And then they look at Bloomberg, and Bloomberg says prices are going to fall by 20%. Y'all, is that going to happen in New Bern?
No.
It's very unlikely to happen. Now, could it? Could the wheels come off the market? Sure. They totally could. I was in the business in 2008 when the phone stopped ringing, and I'm over here at the wall checking the line because the phones used to plug into the wall. Y'all might not know that. Unplugged it, plugged it back in. I said, what happened to my phone? You remember, it was like a spigot got cut off, and then the spigot came back on, and the market went. And what did realtors do at that time? Realtors just said, it's a great time to buy or sell, and did not adjust and adapt. And because they didn't adjust, people lost money and lost their houses because we didn't move fast enough to help them get ahead of that snowball that was rolling downhill. Well, that was a different market condition. The market condition we're facing right now is the cost of artificially lowered rates for too long. Because where the rates are right now, our national economist at NRRAR thinks rates are going to fall back to 4.5. I think Lawrence Yun is completely wrong on that. And I love the man. He's a brilliant economist, but I don't think he's right because inflation's too high. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly how to understand this. If interest rates are not higher than inflation, inflation can't stop going up. That's the only relationship you need to know. If people say, but why are they going up? Why are we keep raising rates? Because inflation hasn't stopped. And y'all know, grocery stores and gas. But you know what a homeowner has when everything else is going up? The mortgage payment is something they can count on. So when I ask you how many people should have bought their house back then, they wish they had a house payment they could count on. Even if it's at 5.5% or 6.5%, they would know that number while everything else is going crazy. The house provides stability. And I think that's one of our most important messages, is that houses are not just a future source of equity, which they are, but right now it is stability. It is not the generational wealth concept. It is what we give people right now when they're scared enough to stare at Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac fees. We said, quit looking at that. Let's talk about your payment. Let's talk about that 30-year fix. Lets you have something you can count on. That is a message our public needs, and only realtors can deliver it.